Hello, hello, hello! What's up tonight, everyone? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh no, we're echoing. Also, hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, is that how you wanted me to say it? That's for Verimit MX, or actually, Verimit MX's wife. What's up, everyone? Suka Plays, Servanto, Alpha Groupie, Cracky Senior, back in the fishbowl, 6 months in a row, half a year down the drain. Well, thank you so much. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. What's up, the Logic Blade, Ace Clown, Rolf the MTG Man, Icery, Muka, BT Holt, the Mike Arnold. What's going on tonight, everyone? Oh, it's a wonderful night. I'm super excited. Midnight in Germany, I know, and this is even our earlier start for a stream. Usually we start at 6 on Thursdays and 7 on Tuesdays, so it's actually the earlier option, but... Oh, the chat is not on stream. That is an issue. Let me see. I must have the... Huh. Why is the chat not on stream? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hopefully it pops up. That's weird. We have a new subscriber, Vicon, 3 months in a row, says, can I be your spirit animal? Well, I can try. Thank you for the subscription. Welcome back to the fishbowl. All right, chat should be popping up. I fixed it. Oh, yes. These layers, they always get me. That's why I'm not allowed to Photoshop anymore. After my infamous instant deck tech thumbnails. You remember those? Some people hated my thumbnails. Oh my goodness. Including Richard, I think, because that's when we hired the awesome thumbnail maker. Because because he hated my thumbnails so much. And now I'm banned from watching making thumbnails on YouTube. I was wondering, there was so few likes and comments on the Astro Slide deck tag. There must be some weird glitch with the site, because it's supposed to automatically make things go public, and this one, is it really? I'm going to check it right now, and if it's not public, I will set it on public. But you're right, it's on private. That is so weird. Okay. Well, I'll have to tell Richard. Maybe there's some bug. What's up, Desi J? Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. So what's going on tonight, everyone? Hour of Devastation is here. We did pre-release stream on Tuesday. And last night, we got to play some Solemnity for Against the Odds. And I'm super excited for this deck. I want to run it through a league, see how it does, see if we can keep playing it, because I'm pretty happy with how the deck turned out so far. What's up, Mudpill? Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Doing well. How are you doing, Hiffabool? So, anyway, let's do our reminders, then we'll talk about the deck, then we can chat about anything as we go through some Solemnity games. So first off, the YouTube channel, that's where you can find the Against the Odds Solemnity, or any of the other sweet stuff. We'll have Commander Clash coming out this weekend. Budget Magic for next week is awesome, heading into Hour of Devastation Standard, and the deck is super sweet, and I'm really excited, so all that fun stuff. Also, don't talk to me about Mucha Brew. Just remember, I tweeted about this. Remember, when you go to watch Mucha Brew this weekend, you all voted for it. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. You voted for it. You wanted to see it. So, Blitzbeard, 9 months in a row. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. And of course, the replay YouTube. That's where you can find all the old streams, including this stream in the future. So if you miss anything or just want to catch up on some of the old stuff, like our limited stream, playing some Hour Devastation pre-release on Tuesday, you can check that out. And finally, the merch page. If you're looking for a way to support the stream and the channel and the site, you can check that out for tokens and t-shirts and all that. And oh yes, of course, we have donations available down at the bottom below the video. So if you want to donate, feel free. $2 or more and you get your message on stream. And also, thank you. Someone randomly donated. I was recording Budget Magic. Budget Magic videos, and randomly, for no apparent reason, I wasn't streaming, I hear the sound effect for a donation. I don't remember whose it was. I should probably look that up. But whoever randomly donated while the stream wasn't live, thank you very much for that. Definitely appreciate it. So anyway, yes, it was Marvelous Dragonstorm that won that won the voting for the Much Brew. So it's gonna be marvelous by definition. Oh, well, thank you, Mudpill. I definitely appreciate it. So our deck, if you saw Against the Odds, you probably have. Oh, thank you, Get Bickler. It probably was you. Definitely appreciate the donation. So if you saw Against the Odds, you kind of saw the foundation of this deck. There's no major changes. We still got basically the same idea. But there are a few slight changes. So there's a bunch of different plans in this deck, but it's all built around Solemnity. Solemnity is the card that makes the deck tick. But we're also a deck that can win without Solemnity. So we really want Solemnity. It does so many cool things in this deck, but we can still just play good things and win without it. So Solemnity is the card that gives us a bunch of combos. We have Phyrexian Unlife, which with Solemnity just forms a hard lock, essentially. Solemnity makes it so we can't get counters. Phyrexian Unlife converts all the damage into poison counters, so we just live forever until our opponent can kill one of those pieces. So that's kind of combo one. We're not super focused on being a lock deck, but we do like when we draw the lock. And in some matchups, it's just absolutely unbeatable. Oh, thank you, Get Bickler. Can we have a budget version? I'll have to see. Maybe. We might be able to do, like, black-white on a budget. The other big combo with Solemnity is our Persist and Undying creatures. So, since Solemnity makes it so nothing gets counters, Kitchen Finks basically becomes infinite. When it dies, it just keeps coming back into play because it never has a counter. Also gains this life along the way. Drow's Messenger, the inverted Kitchen Finks, same thing except it drains our opponent. Let me see Tempo Delver. So same thing, but it drains our opponent. So combined with Sacrifice Outlets, like Cartel Aristocrat and Viscera Seer, we can infinitely kill our opponent, or infinitely drain, which would kill our opponent, and infinitely gain life with Kitchen Finks. So that's kind of the second part of the combo, and we can do that like on turn 4, I think is as fast as it goes. The rest of the deck, we have some removal, some discard, Collective Brutality, Walks the Line, and then the big change from the Against the Odds build is we only had one Zur in the Against the Odds build, but now we're up to the full 3 Zurs. We kind of reworked the discard a little bit to slip in a Collector Brutality, and we went down the Glenelender Archmage, or moved it to the sideboard, so we could go with more Zurs, because Zur is a great way of finding our combo pieces, and as far as the sideboard, Zur lets us play Stony Silences, Rule of Law, a Nevermore, Detention Sphere. So we have like a light Zur package in the sideboard as well. We still have our one Glenelender Archmage for infinite negates for 1 mana. One actual negate. Surgical and Fulminator is our best bet to beat Tron, which seems like one of our harder matchups. So that's kind of our Tron package. And then Supreme Verdict, just a Wrath, works well with our creatures coming back, and a couple of relics for graveyards. So that's what we're working with. Very much like the Against the Odds deck, but with a few upgrades. So Moto technically is having pre-release events right now, but as soon as the cards go on Magic Online, they're actually legal for constructed. So technically, they're legal online before they are in paper. Spreading Seas was a card on my list. I just don't really know how to make it fit. Collective Brutality is so good. I am proud. I made this deck without Lingering Souls. Lingering Souls is a card I put in basically any deck that can cast it, but look at this pile of 3-drops. We have so many 3-drops. I thought about cutting other drops just to see how many 3-drops we could play in one deck, but Warrior, welcome to the Fishbowl. 3 months in a row. Big scoops here for our RE subscriber. Is the deck dependent on fetches? I mean, I think if I was going to play all right, hang on. Before we start the league, let's talk about that really quick. So if I was going to play a budget version or a fetchless version, what I would do with this deck would be to just cut the blue altogether, and I think you can build a pretty decent white-black mana base without the fetches. With 3-color, you do kind of lose a lot without having fetches in Modern. Not that it's impossible, but you'll have some consistency issues, especially with Geralf's Messenger, which is really hard to cast without fetch lands, tutoring up the right shock lands. So I would just cut Zur, cut the sideboard cards, go black-white. You can even play Anafenzas as an additional Kitchen Finks combo piece or something along those lines. So that's what I would do in non-fetch or budget version of the deck. Alright, so now it's time to run this deck against a bit tougher of competition, go through a league, see if we can win some treasure chests. And what was the deck I was supposed to look at? Oh, Blue-White Flash from Cracky Sr. Ooh, I like Blue-White Flash, and I'm excited to try out Nimble Obstructionist. The deck looks really sweet. I want to play something almost exactly like that. I might not play Spell Pierce in the main, but looks like a solid foundation. I like it. So, alright, let's see if we can find our way to the leagues. Why win with creatures when you can sack Geralf's Messenger for the win? So one of the things I got a lot of questions about with this deck was why not Murderous Redcap and stuff like that, and I really want this deck to be able to win without Solemnity. So that's the main reason. We're trying to play cards that are all good even without Solemnity, so we can just win as like this weird aristocrat style deck if we have to, because we don't always draw the cards that we need. We don't always draw Solemnity when we need it. So yeah, I think we're gonna try competitive. Put the deck to the ultimate test. See if we can get some chests. Hopefully our against odds results are not deceptive and it works out. All right, Solemnity time. Dark Depths does work with Solemnity, but it's not legal in Modern, unfortunately. Solemnity can do some really cool stuff in Legacy. Yes, we just started, Josh Sure Panda. Just going into our very first game. Tezzeret Control. I don't think that actually ended up working out. I think that was a failed deck that I built. I had it up there because I am working on a Brewer's Minute about accepting failure in your deck building and as a brewer. About the combo, Frank's Anti-Traumatize cannot be 100% lethal if there are 37 cards. You're right. So with an odd number of cards, that's a good call. It's not always legal all the time, or lethal. Anyone think splashing green for over blue and running Cocoa and Birds? Yeah, I think you could definitely build a sweet Abzan list. My question is, with Abzan, is it better than... man, we got the combo, but we don't have the mana. So, yeah, I don't think we can keep this, especially on the play. Alright, now we have the combo and the mana and a scry. Opponent said they were just watching the video. Uh-oh. So they might know what's coming. Hopefully this isn't Tron. Tron is the one matchup I'm not very comfortable with this deck. Yeah, in Legacy you get all the good cumulative upkeep cards. We're going to put Path to the bottom. Opponent's going to 4. Good lord. Well, I think that works in our favor. Let's just Watery Grave tapped. Pass the turn. I don't think it's worth paying life for Viscera Seer since we're not doing anything next turn anyway. Oh man, it's Tron. Well, now we got to try to kill our opponent. That is... oh boy. Well, now we're hoping we just get our combo pieces and can combo off and win, because Tron is our worst matchup main deck. If it's Eldrazi Tron, then I'm much less scared. I am very rarely confident against Tron no matter what I'm playing. Eldrazi Tron doesn't scare me the same way. Oh, if they mull to 4 and have Tron, oh my goodness. Oh no, don't do that to us. That's not even fair. Alright. Polluted Delta, crack it. Get a Godless Shrine, untapped. Run out our... If they mulled to 4 and play Natural Tron, I'm so gonna cry. Play Solemnity. It was Tron Piece, Tron Piece, Tron Piece, Karn. Oh, man. Oh, that's not the way I want to start the league. Please, no. We have Fulminators in the sideboard. Why are you not playing Tron Mana Base in all your decks? Seems to be consistent enough even without support. Oh, man. And now we didn't get a Scry? That's unfortunate. Okay, it's Eldrazi Tron. Well, oh, man. So close. Opponent's going to have Thought Knot. So I think in this matchup, I think we just want a Messenger. I think is more important than Unlife. So start getting in some damage. Also, pretty infinite. That's one of the sneaky things. Like, just even without a sack outlet, we just have infinite Drolf's Messengers. We can block for so long. Yeah, we should have sacked and got the Scry. Yes, we're getting them. We're getting them. Very first match, we got him already. Enjoy your Graveyard Walking Ballista. Ooh, yes. Let me see, Mudpill. It gives me such joy to watch people punt into Solemnity. I don't know why I'm so, like, just an opponent taking up a Ratchet Bomb with a Solemnity out, it just makes my entire match. It's so good. Blowfly Infestation, eh? Come on, sack outlet for the win. Polluted Delta. Well, alright. Let's play Phyrexian Unlife. So we have the lock, but our opponent does have outs to the lock. NASA1225, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Get in with Drolf's Messenger. Opponent's down to 11. Pass the turn. Yeah, All is Dust is their main answer they could draw into. Ooh, okay. Thought Knot Seer. So we'll wait for Thought Knot to come down. Crack Polluted Delta. Get a Watery Grave. Tapped. And just Fatal Push Thought Knot. We draw a card, our opponent can take it, but... Egger's God, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Oh, I would have liked to play that. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. We're drawing live to a sack outlet to just end the game on the spot. Ooh. Well, this isn't the greatest situation for Zur, but I guess it's a card we can cast. We already have our lock set up, and redundant pieces don't really help us if our opponent gets a All is Dust. Our best bet's to get our opponent low enough on life that when they All is Dust, Drolf's Messenger comes back and kills our opponent. Oh, eggs are good. That makes a little bit more sense. Sorry, eggs are good. The Blowfly Infestation deck looks pretty spicy. It's like a sweet combo-y, and our opponent scoops it up. Wow, sneaking went out Overtron right away, and our opponent had the sweet punt. Whoo! I like the Blowfly Infestation deck. It's like a cool take on Aristocrats. I think it looks really fun. Oh yeah, sorry about that, Black and Gold. I eventually got the turn 1 Emrakul draw. So I considered Auramancy. I like Auramancy more in the prison build if you're playing Spheres of Safety and Ghostly Prisons and stuff. Like I said before, I really want all good cards in the deck as much as possible. Frosted Zombie, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. So Solemnity doesn't interact with Suspend at all, not even a little bit. It's all... it doesn't affect cards that are on the battlefield, basically. So I think we want to go down the Inquisitions, go up Supreme Verdict, and maybe Stony Silence, and possibly go down Collective Brutality. I'm really torn on... Yeah, there's no good sack outlets that are artifacts, unfortunately. I'm really torn on Fulminators in this matchup. I tend not to against Eldrazi Tron, but that might be wrong. I guess we can bring in a couple. The problem with Nevermore is they could very well have like Karns or Ugins as additional outs. Maybe something like this. David Clay DiPelama, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Detention Sphere. I mean, maybe as a Zur target, it's fine. What would we go down for Detention Sphere? Removal, Stony Silence. Prideful Pelican, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. All right, we'll get on one Fatal Push. Let's try it like this. I'm not 100% confident on all the sideboard plans yet with this deck. Surgical does hit some stuff. Ooh, jeez. Lock City. So if we can get rid of the all is dust with Thoughtseize, this hand could work. Yeah, I mean, Finks is fine. Our nemesis. Eldrazi Temple, Expedition Map. Oh, I hate Eldrazi Temple. Well, I guess we better Godless Shrine and Thoughtseize. See what our opponent's working with. Oh my goodness. Opponent's only got one land, though. Oh, man. Well, I think we have to take All Is Dust and hope our opponent whiffs on lands. I think that's our best bet. Oh, come on. No land. No land. No land. Oh! Good lord. Good lord. Well, I couldn't even cast the Mind Stone. Once they get a land, then they have all the mana they need. Opponent's going to start playing creatures. Now the question's going to be, what answers do they have to the lock, assuming we can even get it down. Play Shambling Vent, pass the turn. If our opponent draws another land here and can take our Solemnity, that would also be bad. Is Bound by Moonsliver too janky of a sack outlet? I gotta actually remember what that does. Sack another permanent, attach it to target creature, activate this. The problem is you can only do it once each turn, and we really need to be able to do it more than once for the combo. They do run Ratchet Bombs sometimes, but Ratchet Bombs don't beat Solemnity. Godless Shrine, untapped, down to 11. Well, we're gonna get the lockdown. So we get down the Solemnity. Pass the turn. So we're going to have the lock. The question's going to be, does our opponent find answers for the lock before our opponent finds... before we find a way to kill our opponent with, like, Geralf's Messengers? I'm assuming this is Thought Knot. Which, I don't even know what they take. Maybe just Path? Although if we draw a blue source, Supreme Verdict will be super good. Either way, we get down... We got to play Phyrexian Unlife next turn, I think. And then we're just hoping our opponent doesn't find another All Is Dust, and that we draw a Sack Outlet, Geralf's Messenger pretty quick here. Oh yeah, I will set it on streaming mode. Thank you, Oh My Fuzzy. Forgot about that. I think our opponent's just got to take path. Yeah, opponent takes path. Gets in with the Matter Reshaper. Down to 8. Well, we're going to play Phyrexian Unlife so we don't die. Pass the turn. We are also going to need mana. So, fetch land for Supreme Verdict. The other problem is we're going to lose our ability to fetch here very shortly. The deck list on stream is a tool we have at MTG Goldfish. Mind Stone for our opponent. And something else. It's Reality Smasher. Well, doesn't kill us through the lock. We know they have an Endbringer in hand. Oh, man. Come on. A Messenger could do it. Messenger? More Solemnities. Well, I guess we just play Cartel Aristocrat. Now we actually have a problem where... A problem where we can't crack any of our fetches if we draw them because we're in negative life. No. Well, sometimes Tron runs good. Oh my goodness. Woo! Well, that's unfortunate. Huh. How many copies of All Is Dust is this deck actually playing? We weren't dead to Smasher. Exclaim, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. I mean, we weren't dead because of our opponent's damage. They couldn't kill us there, but... These decks normally play 2 All Is Dust, and we had already thought they used 1 All Is Dust. So I think it's just a little unfortunate that that's exactly how that went. Rannick, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Brutality doesn't do as much as I'd like in this matchup. It doesn't actually hit that much. Maybe we bring in the Glenolendra, actually. Glenolendra's Solemnity is a pretty good way to lock that out of the game and go down 1 Zur. Maybe try it like that. We also just have the ability to combo off quickly and win that way. I think Glenolendra is good here. This is our first match of our league. Well, mulligan time. Alright, we can try this. No combo pieces. Can we even keep Solemnity? I mean, we want Solemnity. We would have the infinite life combo, but we really need lands. I think we got to put it to the bottom for now. Godless Shrine, untapped, play Viscera Seer, pass the turn. We can't Rest in Peace because Rest in Peace locks out our combos. It locks out Kitchen Finks and Giralf's Messenger combo. Yeah, I think it's got to go to the bottom there. Opponent has Tower. And a Pithing Needle, probably for Viscera Seer. We're not going to sack it. Just leave the body out there. Yep, name's Viscera Seer. Yeah, that's not a great draw. Well, get in with Viscera Seer. We're really hoping we peel a land to kill a Tron piece with Fulminator. Pass the turn. Adriano is the name of the YouTube thumbnail artist, Got Cubes. He has an Instagram. I don't know what it is off the top of my head, though. What's the difference between this and the Against the Odds build? More Zers and some sideboard changes are the big ones. Land please, deck? Oh, deck. Deck, why do you mock us? Well, play Aristocrat. That's really brutal. Play a Shambling Vent. Oh, we don't have many. We don't have many tap lands in this deck, but we found one. Halando, welcome back to the Fishbowl. 6 months in a row. Oh my goodness. Oh, the comedy of errors. Oh my goodness. We draw the tap land, opponent, Natural Tron, and something else to go with it, Matter Reshaper. Oh, what do we do? Oh man. Alright, so what do we do here? We have two plays. One play is we Fulminator Mage to put our opponent off Tron. The other play is we Solemnity, and then next turn we get to gain infinite life. Yeah, that's the problem with playing Finks here, is if it dies, we can't Solemnity. If our opponent has all his dust, we're dead no matter what. Solemnity does shut down some stuff, like a Walking Ballista. So, Planeswalker, all his dust would beat us. Another Reality Smasher would not beat us. I think we just got a Solemnity. Solemnity, cross our fingers that nothing goes horribly wrong. Yeah, I think this is our best bet. Also, Thought Knot Seer is very bad for us. Oh boy. What do you got, opponent, with your Natural Tron? Yeah, I mean, taking them off Tron, the problem is we still will lose to their board, most likely. So we just gotta hope we kind of dodge it this one turn. If we gain infinite life, that should be able to win us the game. Cracks Mind Stone. Okay. I think infinite life would probably be enough. We're going to have to click for a long time and really go up to like 1,000 life if our opponent doesn't concede. Opponent gets in 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, we'll take it. Eldrazi Temple. What did our opponent find? We have a new subscriber, Yerky, 9 months in a row, said, months, time for that scoops, baby. Well, welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you, oh my goodness, for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. And that's game, I think. I don't even know what to say. Why would infinite life not be an out? We have Cartel Aristocrat, so we have a sack outlet. I mean, aren't we literally dead next turn? We didn't draw land, so we can't Supreme Verdict. Our opponent found Grafdigger's Cage. We have a Detention Sphere in our hand. We don't have blue mana. So we have Artifact Removal. Tutorable Artifact Removal. Cage does hit persist. Alright, so I guess we just 5. We have to triple chump. We can't triple chump. This kills one of our creatures. Alright. I guess we play Finks and pass. I think we're just literally dead here. Oh, this has been frustrating. I believe we're just dead here. Sacking Finks doesn't do anything, though, because of Grafdigger's Cage, so it doesn't come back. And we can't chump and hope to draw blue source, because we lose our sack outlets. So there's just no... I mean, maybe we chump with everything, draw blue source Wrath, and our opponent whiffs for the next 10 turns. Oh, man, this one is really brutal. We can't do anything without blue mana, as far as D-Sphere or Wrath. Yeah, I guess we could draw Unlife off the top, assuming we survive this turn, which is definitely not guaranteed. Yeah, colorless doesn't count as a color as far as Aristocrat's concerned. We can't scry because there's a Pithy Needle on Viscera Seer, so we can't activate it, unfortunately. Or we could scry for a Solemnity if that wasn't the case. So okay. I mean, I guess this is all we can do. Actually, do we get to leave our Finks alive? Huh. Okay, so we block here. This seems like a very strange line. Alright, block here, go to... Well... That cuts down on our fetches is out, and our shocks is out. We would have to draw Polluted Delta or Basic Island to be able to get blue mana. But if we block with Finks, I guess we still have Phyrexian Unlife. I think this is our best bet. So block here, drop to 2. Hope our opponent doesn't have a follow-up. Another Temple. Matter Reshaper. And alright, well, we have a small number of outs. It's a very small number, but we have a small number of outs. We have Island as an out, and we have Phyrexian Unlife. And it's a swamp. And that's the game. Oh, boy. Well, we dropped to 0-1. Jeez, that was brutal. Whew! Alright, well, on to round 2. So... Nice open, Jay Zoller. So I feel like that was a little unfortunate. We had our opponent beat through them having their nut draw of Natural Tron, which is not something that happens very often. The Reanimator deck looks pretty sweet. I like the blue-black Reanimator deck. It looks like a lot of fun. Alright, let's see what we're up against in round 2. And, alright, this hand's fine. Thoughtseize for turn 1, working towards Kitchen Finks and Phyrexian Unlife. So, play a Swamp. Thoughtseize our opponent. Oh, dear. What is happening? I've never seen such a thing. Stitches, I would contact Richard at contact@mtggoldfish.com, and he should be able to help you. He does all the shipping stuff. Whew. So what do we take here? All this stuff is scary. They have 2 restore balances that don't actually affect enchantments. They also have Through the Breach. I do not understand what's happening. I think we just got to take the border post. Everything else is so redundant, and they're a long ways away from Through the Breach, so that seems like what we got to do. Wow. I don't know what's going on. There's a Flooded Strand. I'm assuming our opponent's going to start casting their... Yeah, I think the border post is the right play. Probably much more likely that the situation we just saw occurs where Seth has an uncastable spell in hand because of the color restriction. And our opponent draws a border post. Well, in this deck, border posts are kind of like lands, so it's not that unlikely that they'll draw the card that we just thought seized. Still a bit obnoxious, though. Got a question for you. Is there any way to lock a deck from being traded in MTGO besides joining a league? I want to trade all of my cards except my Elves deck, but it's so stupid going through everything. So I think you can set up a binder with only the cards that you want. So it would probably go with that. Just set a binder and make sure your Elves cards aren't in it. So opponent scries, puts 1 on top, plays the land. We will get in with our Viscera here. Play a Plains. Play Kitchen Finks. Would like to play Messenger, but we'll have to settle with Finks since we have our single Plains. And pass the turn. Yeah, I have no idea what our opponent's doing. So, yeah, the data thing, basically, Wizards used to post all the decks that were successful on Magic Online. Like, all the decks... Do they draw as foretold? That would be a bummer. Temple Garden, tapped, okay. Does some more scrying. How do we... How do we beat this deck? Another Viscera Seer. Not super exciting. Well, go attacking. Hit our opponent. Opponent put 2 cards on top, which probably means something bad will happen shortly. Play Viscera Seer. We might have to sack a Viscera Seer just to scry, now that we have 2 of them. Do you think Eldrazi Tan can play God Pharaoh's Gift, getting back Walking Ballista, Matter Shaper, Thought Knot? I mean, I guess you could. I don't know if it would actually be good, but it is. You could play those cards. Let's get in. Maybe we just win on the beatdown plan. Hit our opponent to 8. Play another Kitchen Finks. I mean, I think this is all we can do. Is just go super janky beats. Balance does not hit enchantments. Simian Spirit. They drew 2 Simian Spirit Guides. You gotta be kidding. Did they draw, like, Emrakul? gotta be kidding! Oh, that is not the real world. So their draws were apparently Simian Spirit Guide, Emrakul. We might still win. If they restore balance, we don't win. I mean, they have to restore balance next turn. But if they draw as foretold, then I think that they just win. We get an island. Get in for 4. So this is the big turd. If our opponent draws as foretold, we lose. Come on. No, not that. Whoo! Wow! We live. We can't actually scry there because if we sack our stuff, then we have to sack more permanents to Emrakul. We'd have to sack our last land. So we got there. Wow! I have no idea what's happening. I've never ever seen anything like that. So, can I send you a deck that I made that went 5-0? I don't really do the Facebook thing. You can email it to me. saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com. So what are we doing here? I don't know. So I guess we want Nevermore. We want... Well, Rule of Law doesn't actually work with As Foretold. I think we want Stony Silences, Glenalendra's Negates. Surgical is probably not good enough. So I think those are the cards that we want. And then what are we doing now? What are we taking out? I think we want all of our discard. Maybe we just go down all the creature removal. And I kind of want Zur now that we have more sideboard options. What else do we go down? Maybe one of our lock pieces, like a Phyrexian Unlife, doesn't seem great against Emrakul. And just try it like this, I think. I think Stony Silence is really good because they're relying on border posts as their lands, essentially. So they're probably playing a really small number of lands and mostly border posts. So we can kind of Armageddon them with Stony Silence. And I think we're going to keep this hand based mostly on the strength of Stony Silence. I don't think our opponent's cascading. Ugh, Leyline is annoying. There's a border post. That shuts down some of our stuff. Play Shambling Vent, pass the turn. Shuts down our Collective Brutality. So, remind me about the data thing. We'll talk about the data... We'll talk about the data after this match. Opponent plays a Mountain. Come on, another border post. Yes! Hello, Stony Silence. So we'll just Godless Shrine. Untapped. So good. This is the big risk of the border post mana plan, is sometimes this happens. Pass the turn. Apron Cookin', send me an email, saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com, and we'll see what we could do. I did not run into Burn at all during the Against the Odds videos, Ace. I think that Burn would be one of our best matchups, because we're playing 4 main deck Phyrexian Unlifes, and even without Solemnity, Phyrexian Unlife is so good against Bird. It's like 5 extra turns. Just one copy buys like 5 extra turns. So I'm pretty sure we're favored just because of that. Opponent has a land and passes. Nah, we can't Inquisition. So let's Marsh Flats, crack it. And I think we just get a... untap blue source and run out Zur, I think is fine. Get in with our Finks. Yeah, I really like this deck. I think this deck is actually pretty sweet and pretty good. So now what do we Zur up? I mean, we can always just get Solemnity pieces. What does our opponent have? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's annoying-ish. So we'll sack a swamp. We lose all of our creatures, but we get back Finks. Oh, wait. Never mind. We gotta choose the ones we keep. Okay. Yep. Sack our creatures. We'll get rid of Inquisition and keep the rest. So Finks comes back. Actually, Solemnity shuts down As Foretold, too. I didn't think of that. Solemnity is just like a hard counter to As Foretold, although they can still cast their free spells. Well, more Zurs that we can't cast. So let's get down Solemnity. Get in with the Finks. Just build a sweet Hapatra deck. Yeah, you'll have to show it to me, Drake and Vulture. I was messing around with Hapatra earlier. I haven't found a list yet, but I want to do a Hapatra Budget Magic deck at some point. I think there might be As Foretold's in this deck, Roxas Flame. Not 100% sure, but it seems likely? It could not be. They could just be all in on the Cascade plan. Opponents running out their non-mana mana sources. Oh, this Stony Silence is so good. Opponent passes. Inquisition, not so good. Get in with Kitchen Finks. I guess we're just on the janky creature beatdown plan for the time being. If our opponent finds another... Huh? Oh, there's no main phase stop? Oh my goodness. That's... Did I click that off, chat? Can people send you commander decks for feedback? Also, does Tomer have a Twitter? So Tomer's Twitter is Budget Commander. So I would... apparently our main phase stop was not set for some reason. So I would send it to him. I think he would be the best one to critique it. But you can also send it to me, Saffron Olive at mtgoldfish.com or Twitter. So get in with Kitchen Finks. Hit our opponent. We do have a main phase stop now, so we should be able to cast our stuff. I don't know why it was clicked off. It wasn't clicked off earlier because we cast stuff during our second main phase. Did I figure out an answer for Tron in the sideboard? Not 100%, no. Opponent suspends Restore Balance. Probably going to be a bit slow. Well, let's get in. Hit our opponent. I don't even think we play Zur. We have lethal on board for next turn. So I don't know if there's any major benefit to doing that. We'll just play the land and pass. Oh, it's the 500th punt? Sweet. I'm surprised that it took this long. I thought I got there in like a match. Why would you play Restore Balance, want Border Post? So the Border Post and Restore Balance are really neat. They give you mana sources that don't die to Restore Balance. They also help you keep your land count low by bouncing back lands. So you wrath more of your opponent's lands when you Restore Balance. So that's the reasoning for that. Oh no. Alright, opponent found another Restore Balance. Yep. So we lose our board. Keep 3 of our lands. Oh, we also have to discard our hand? Oh my goodness. Opponent, really? Well, that was unfortunate timing. We don't have infinite life because the Sphinx has a counter on it. For it to go infinite, you have to not have any counters on it. We really just want to land here to start attacking with Shambling Vent. That would be our best draw here. Phyrexian Unlife, not our best draw. We will cast it, though, because why not? The problem is it doesn't beat Emrakul. Also doesn't beat Nahiri, which is often the backup win condition in these decks. Opponent. Well, Viscera here is a card we can cast. Pass the dirt. Come on, Viscera here. 4 more turns. Can get the job done. Or we haven't drawn a Geralf's Messenger yet. When is this slow one coming down? 2 counters. Opponent, more border posts. Replays the land. More Solemnities. Well, play Solemnity. Get in with Viscera here. Oh, this has ended up being so awkward. Opponent's down to 3. Come on, Seer. If we draw land, we erase the restore balance. If we don't, we're going to lose our Seer. We can sack it for a Scry. Oh. I guess we can negate the restore balance. That seems pretty bad. Since our opponent's going to have to discard a bunch of cards, I think we don't negate. I think we just try to scry into a land, I think is better. So here comes restore balance. Well, Viscera did a pretty good job. So opponent has restore balance. We sack this, get to scry. Yes. Another Stony Silence to the bottom. Land wins us the game. Geralf's Messenger wins us the game. So many things. Since our opponent's playing all the Cascade, they can't actually be playing like Lightning Bolt or anything. Another border post. Stony Silence has been really good. This is a hard cast Spirit Guide. Okay. Yep. Come on, land. Solemnity. Well, we have all the Solemnities we could ever want. Pass the turn. I don't think that... I think the way we could lose there would be countering restore balance and then having our opponent... Oh, they're just doing this for Exalted? Okay. Opponent's out of restore balances. The world's slowest land. Shambling Vents, go. I don't think there was something our opponent could play there with them being empty-handed. And Solemnities give us a buffer for a future Emrakul for sacking purposes. Well, now we're getting lands. Come on, Shambling Vent. Fire up Shambling Vent. Professor PhD, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Soups here for our new subscriber. And also, JDPD, welcome you as well. 4 months in a row. Big Scoops here for our new subscribers. Opponent does some blocking. No. Oh my goodness. Violent Outburst lets the Spirit Guide trade. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We lose our Spirit Guide. We play Watery Grave. Next turn, we have a lethal Shambling Vent. Finally. What weird matches? No. Another ape? Oh, border post. Okay. And we got the GGs. Stony Silence doing its thing. Whoo! So the combination of Shambling Vents and Viscera here. Good enough. Just barely good enough. Whoo! We got him. Get in with the vents. Put our opponent. Down to 0. Alright, so after the disappointing Eldrazi-Tron loss in round 1, we pick it up in round 2, beating Restore Balance. So back to 1-1, back on the winning track. Our opponent's playing Restore Balance, basically. There's a good chance we'll get to play Momir at the end tonight, I think. It's only been an hour. It's only like 7. And we're already 2 matches in. We do, however, got to take a super quick 30-second break. I got to grab a drink real quick. Be back in 30 seconds for round 5. Also, someone asked about Moto data. We'll talk about that during, or round 5, round 3. Back for round 3, and we'll talk about Moto data as we go into round 3. So be right back. All right, and we're back. I ran an ad, Jay Zoller, a quick 30-second ad. So the Moto data thing that people are asking about, a couple of years ago, Wizards printed the deck list of every list that was successful. All the 5-0s, all the 4-1s, which was a ton of data, was really sweet. You could see decks changing, evolving, all the new decks. So we had that. And then Wizards cut that down when leagues came around, I believe, to all the decks at 5-0'd leagues. Then it was all the decks, some of the decks at 5-0'd leagues. So 10 decks at 5-0'd leagues. And now they just announced that it's going down to not just 5 decks at 5-0 leagues, but Wizards is kind of like curating the list. So there won't be any duplicates. And yeah, so I mean, the downside is it makes it a lot harder to brew, to really be able to brew. And we have a new subscriber, Ravel, 5 months in a row, says the deck is ugly and pretty at the same time. That's a good description. Well, thank you for your subscription. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. We'll play first. Oh man, we got the hardlock hand. Hopefully this is a matchup where it's good. Kevin Plays Games, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. So one of the things is, a lot of people I saw that were giving feedback to articles and talking about this seem to think like, oh, this is great, it's going to make it easier for brewers. And I think that that's actually backwards. I think that brewing rogue decks and budget decks is actually about knowing the meta, so you know what to build against and know how to attack the meta, because it's super hard to... Alpha Groupie, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. It's really hard to just build a deck that's more powerful than the best deck in a format. That's not something that's very practical or easy to do. Opponent has a Delver of Secrets. Well, crack this. Get a Godless Shrine. Tapped. We draw Godless Shrine. Well, Marsh Flats, crack it. I think we're going to 2-mode this Collective Brutality. Get a Swamp. And we can kill the Delver and Duress to try to get rid of a counter and start resolving our combo pieces. So, kill Delver, Duress our opponent. What do we discard? That's the other question. Yeah, so I think it's bad for brewers, bad for players in general. How about Cauldron Haze in this deck? I'd actually have to look up what Cauldron Haze does. I know the card kind of, but I don't really remember. Panda Luggage, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Yeah, I'll go with Shrine. That's fine. Opponent has another Delver and Kolaghan's Command. That's pretty much exactly what we wanted to see. So this is a deck that, if we can resolve both of our lock pieces, I don't think our opponent can beat us main deck. I think they literally just lose to the lock. There's a Delver. So hopefully our opponent doesn't draw a counter for a couple turns, and we just win. Polluted Delta, crack Polluted Delta, grab a Godless Shrine, untapped, and get down Solemnity. Pass the turn. One more turn of our opponent not drawing a counter. Oh, that's awesome, Dragon Lord. And that's thanks to all you. Definitely appreciate everyone watching. Opponent did not hit a counter there. Opponent cracks. Oh, man. Oh, let's get the lockdown. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's some weird way where they mill us out, but that seems exceedingly unlikely. Opponent gets in with Delver. Down to 14. Plays a land. Passes. Ugh. What do we do? What do we do? You know what? Actually, I think we just... Oh, this is actually a tough decision. Paul Decia, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Unlife? What do you say, opponent? Is the game over? Is it scoop time? Opponent's reading. Opponent's thinking. Realizing how in trouble they are. No! They drew a counter? Oh! No way! Who said to slam it? Who said slam it? It was someone. I'm coming for you. Delver doesn't flip. Watery Grave for our opponent, untapped. Are they not revealing counters? Is that really what's happening? Alright, let's Inquisition our opponent. Wow! 4 mana leak. Gurmag Angler in hand. Well, now we gotta pass the turn. Unbelievable! This is... And then they're gonna flip a counter, aren't they? Alright, flips with a Murderous Cut. That's actually okay. It's not a counter. Whew! I think we're still good. Because of Kitchen Finks. Opponent gets in. Down to 8. We know they don't have a counter now. They're going to play Gurmag Angler. We play things go up to 10, and then we just have infinite blockers, essentially. And if we resolve Cartel Aristocrat, we win. I think we have a new donation. From Pack Opener says, Seth, calm down, baby. It's all good, man. Also, blaze it. $4.20. Well, thank you very much, Pack Openers. Definitely appreciate the donation. Opponent passes. We get a Shambling Vat. Well, we got to play our Kitchen Finks. Which, since our opponent's not playing Path, they shouldn't have any Exile-based removal, which should mean we're good here. Pass the turn. If we just play Cartel Aristocrat and it resolves, then we gain infinite life. If we draw land, we can go infinite with damage right away. Opponent with the ambitious attack. Well, we will block Gurmag Angler. Finks coming back up to 7. Ooh. Alright, so Thoughtseize our opponent. This gets rid of the Murderous Cut, which is huge. Oh dear. Oh dear. Ugh. Are we really gonna lose from here? No, there's a trigger is the problem. So it doesn't come back right away, so there is a window for our opponent to kill it. The problem with the waiting plan is we can't because we die. But if we play Messenger this turn, we die. Our opponent has lethal. So we have to play Aristocrat. Well, get in with Kitchen Finks. Now, can we wait? We pass the turn, we play Aristocrat. Opponent attacks. The problem is we gotta block with our Cartel Aristocrat. And then our opponent can kill it in response. And then we have to top deck again for any of this to matter. Our opponent has more damage than we have blockers, is the problem. Well, we could attack with Finks and then just sack it to Cartel Aristocrat and it'll come back untapped. But I think we gotta try to block. We have a new donation from Pack Openers, $5. Take some advice from Naruto and believe. Well, I'm believing, Pack Openers. I'm believing, I promise. Play Aristocrat. Pass the turn. Oh boy. I think we lose though. Oh, those draws. If we go... So, what happens is, we try to sack our Kitchen Finks, our opponent kills Cartel Aristocrat in response, and then we don't go infinite, and we lose. Giralf's Messenger enters the battlefield tapped, so we just die if we do that. So we got to block here, block here. And now we try to sack. Our opponent kills it in response. At least it uses most of their turn. Actually, do we sack? Or do we just kill Snapcaster? The problem is if we do sack, then it opens up the opportunity for us to win if we draw another sack outlet. The question is, can we win if they still have that Murderous Cut in hand? And I don't think so. Because we play Messenger. We'll be at 4. Yeah, I think we have to. So now our opponent can kill it. It does take essentially their entire turn. Yep, there's the Murderous Cut on the Aristocrat. Finks comes back. So if we draw a Sack Outlet, we win. If we draw a Phyrexian Unlife, we win. Either of those cards just win us the game. Opponent's out of cards. It's Solemnity. That's not the card we wanted to draw. So now we have to pass and block with Shambling Vet and hope our opponent doesn't draw anything. Oh, man. Opponent goes attacking. Fire up Shambling Vet. Block. Block. So this does buy us one more turn. Finks comes back up to 5. Another Finks would be interesting. Opponent has a land. Come on, Sack Outlet. It's a land. Play Watery Grave, tapped. Pass the turn. The problem is they're eventually just not going to attack with their Angler. They probably should have just been attacking with their Delver the whole time. Opponent draws a land, so we get one more draw to finally do something. Opponent gets in. Come on, deck. Come on. One time, deck. We've had so many turns. Muzella, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. There it is. Oh my goodness. We got there. We got there. Thank goodness. Oh, and we even can just get the kill. Oh, what a game. That was super, super close. Here comes Messenger. Infinite life, infinite death, infinite every single way. Oh, wow. That was a close one. Holy goodness. When our opponent drew the second removal spell, I thought that was the end of us, but wow. Solemnity. You can even see the power of Solemnity there. Our Solemnity was able to let us do just some really weird blocking and not dying with our Kitchen Finks. So we've, oh man, the card is good. It's really good. Whew. All right, Delver, eh? What do we want against Delver? Goodness. That was quite the match. That was quite the match, or game. Yeah, Solemnity is actually pretty good. I don't think we want to Nevermore the Delver. What do we want, though? Surgical is interesting. Relics are also pretty interesting. I think we definitely like Relic. The question's going to be, what do we cut? Also, how good is our lock post sideboarding? Solemnity is probably on the list of best cards. I think Glenolindra is a bit slow. It can be good, but I'm worried it's too slow. Relics are the two cards I know I really want. Go down Zur, I think. One Zur. And yeah, Zur feels a bit slow. Maybe we can go down 2 Zurs. Maybe something along these lines. What about Surgical? I think we need push to kill Delvers, or else we risk just losing to Delver on turn 1. I think Unlife's actually decent in this matchup, the amount of time it can buy us. What would we be bringing in? I mean, Surgical is reasonable. We might just run it like this. I could imagine, well, I think we want the discard to force through our combo. I don't think they should have too much enchantment removal. We might just, well, negate could be good as well. I think Lenolendra is just too slow. We could go down another Zur. Zur does block Delver. I think we're going to go without Surgicals. I think we just bring in the Relics. Try it like that. I think we got to have push to not lose to turn 1 Delver. I think we really need push in this matchup. Because it's pretty easy for our opponent to Delver and we just lose. Well, we got some Solemnities. Also, not lands. If we could trade like 2 Solemnities for 2 lands, hand would be really good. Do I ever trade with my subs fans? What do you mean, like trade cards? Yeah, we gotta ship that one. Alright, I guess this is okay-ish. Solemnity. I think we gotta put it to the bottom for now. We have decent creatures here, and 1 discard spell. Opponent has Fire Bluff. Do they have the Delver? We don't have a Delver answer. They do not. Ooh, Urborg's not bad. Urborg's actually really good. Let's just get down our messengers. So Inquisition. See what our opponent's got going on over there. Oh, you mean on like Magic Online trade with subs? I don't usually trade with people very often. Thought Scour, Spell Pierce, Lightning Bolt. I think we're just gonna take Thought Scour. Actually, we'll take, well, let's take Bolt. Bolt lets us just go on the creature beatdown plan, which could be pretty good. If we just Aristocrat, Drolf's Messenger, Aristocrat, that can win a lot of games. We didn't have the mana for the kill, and we have to consider our opponent having counter spells, so I didn't feel comfortable keeping Solemnity on top there. Twisted Nails, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer for Art, new subscriber. Opponent has a Water Grave, tapped. Ooh, Kitchen Finks. We need white mana, but Kitchen Finks is good. Play Aristocrat, pass the turn. We kind of are naturally neutralizing our opponent's Spell Pierce with this hand. Steam Vents for our opponent, tapped. Well, get in with our Aristocrat. Let's play Urborg. Inquisition. Surgical and Spell Pierce. We'll take Surgical. Play Aristocrat number 2. I think the creature beat plan might actually be working out here. I don't think there's any way you can... I mean, if you disagree with the play, that's fine. Like, maybe putting Solemnity to the bottom is wrong, but I don't think you can just call it a pun. Not in what I would... the traditional sense of a pun, at least. Play the Messenger. Go attacking with both Aristocrats. I think we're just the aggro here. If our opponent blocks, we can sack Messenger to kill Pyromancer. Opponent's down to 12. We have another Messenger in hand. The other nice thing about this deck is, like we've talked about before, while Solemnity enables a lot of combos, we're built in a way where we don't really need Solemnity to win. We can just win like this. Play some stuff, have some onboard tricks, and just win that way. I haven't seen an Abzan build of it yet. I think there definitely can be an Abzan build. Yeah, untap. More Finks that we can't cast. Well, let's just start with a Messenger. Or Elves. Swing with the Crew. I think our opponent has to chump here. If our opponent doesn't chump, we just kill them by draining them? Opponent blocks Messenger. Okay. Comes back. Opponent's to 4. A virtual 2. Oh, okay. They drew another surgical. That's not that bad for us. We still have lethal on board, and we still have our Messenger on the bat. Well, that might be a pun. Did our opponent... Our opponent did not choose the one in our graveyard. And we got the GGs. That's actually an easy thing to do, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Up to 2-1. Up to 2-1. Taking down Delver with Solemnity. I think we likely would have won even without the punt there. I think we were in good shape to win even without it, but... Yes. Yeah, surgical is worded in a really weird way. It says you choose a card, and then you have to exile all from graveyard, library, whatever. So when you choose it, you're not actually exiling it, so you kind of have to choose it twice because of how it is worded. We lost a really sad 3-game match to Eldrazi-tron, beat Restore Balance, and just beat Grixis Delver. So, alright, on to round 4. We're getting close to the treasure chest. One more win guarantees us at least one treasure chest. Hey, what's up, Jace Kenny? Welcome to the stream, and thank you. I kind of got a question a while ago. Alright, let me see. Hey, Seth, question. I kind of got together a similar to your blue-red budget fairy deck from a while ago, but I feel it's lacking card draw quite often. Any suggestions? I'd have to look at the list again. I mean, Pull from Tomorrow, Serum Visions. But I'd have to kind of look at the list. Yeah, the kids might be eating tonight. If we can get one more food, they at least get a snack. Or one more win, then they can have a snack of food. I think that's what I was trying to say. MTG Goldfish is headquartered in California, I believe. Alright, we get to play first. Or, I know, it's headquartered in California. I don't know why I said I believe there. I know where it's headquartered. We get to play first. The Zero Lander. Thank you. Pop up. Alright, well this is awkward, but we're going to keep it and hope that our discard's good and that we scry into a land. Phyrexian Unlife, definitely to the bottom. Watery Grave, untapped. Lead on our Inquisition of Kozilek. Ooh, Scred. Well, let's take Blood Moon. Scred is a deck that I don't think can beat the lock. I don't even think Scred can beat the lock after sideboarding. So if we can put together the lock, we should 100% be able to win. Opponent has Snow-Covered Mountain. Come on, lands. Well, we have the lock. We just got to get to it. For Sierra Seer. Oh, man. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. Wizards releasing 5-less is a travesty. We talked about it a little bit earlier. It's really bad. Lightning Bolt. All right, so we get to scry. This is fine. We want to scry to a land. If we draw 2 lands, we should just win. Messenger to the bottom. Oh, deck. Come on. It's 2 lands, and we got to find them before our opponent finds another Blood Moon. Oh, opponent has a land. Passes. Come on, land, land, land. Marsh Flats is a land, so we get to Thoughtseize. Oh, we're so close. Chandra, Stormbreath. All right, we'll take Chandra since it comes down earlier. 1 land away. 1 land away. Also, Marsh Flats is huge because it lets us fetch out a basic plains to play around Blood Moon. Our 1 basic plains. Mr. Hello, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Well, let's just Thoughtseize again. No land. Take Stormbreath. Pass the turn. Come on, Dak. You can do it. You can do it, Dak. 1 more land. Blood Moon doesn't even beat us anymore. We just got to draw land. The only way we lose is if our opponent's able to aggro us out before we get down our enchantments. Mind Stone. Come on. Come on, Dak. Land? Oh, no! Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Pass the turn. Twisted DJ, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Ratchet Bomb can't beat it because Solemnity keeps it from getting counters. No. 6 mana? Alright, big hanger back. Solemnity would have beat that. Come on, Dak. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, I'm gonna lose it. I am gonna lose it. Turn 6 and we're still on 2 lands. Oh. This is the worst. Like the literal worst. Photo gets in. Come on, Dak. That might be good enough. Maybe. No guarantee that it's good enough. Hopefully, because Phyrexian Unlife gains us life, if our opponent can't kill us this turn, it should be. Opponent plays a land. Stormbreath. Oh my goodness. I think we're still good. Gets in. Yes. Down to 4. Crack Marsh Flats. Down to 3. Scred is their last card. Get our plains. Wow. Oh, our deck did not make that easy. Phyrexian Unlife. That means we don't die next turn. No matter what our opponent draws. And then the following turn, Solemnity locks it up. We got there, we got there. Oh, my heart was racing. I didn't think we were going to get there, but we did. Hey, welcome, Lights Dota. First time to the stream, been playing 3 months and love your stuff. Been playing Faga F&M. Not going so well, but I love your decks. Oh, well, awesome, Lights Dota, and welcome to the stream. I didn't want to crack our land because I wanted to maximize our chances of... Oh, no! Dak! Oh, we're dead! That's the worst thing I've ever seen. Why? So are you really giving me punts because our deck didn't give us a land for 7 turns? That's a punt? You know I can't control what we draw. Oh man, that's so depressing. We had that deck beaten 100 times over. Oh my goodness. Oh, betrayed. Betrayed by our deck. And now we're down a game, which means our opponent only has to cheese us out with Blood Moon once to win the match. Oh, that is so depressing. Well, we can go down the Fatal Pushes, which are dead cards. I guess we can go up the Detention Sphere, go up the Negate, try it like that. Well, if we played Aristocrat, we would have reduced our chances of drawing a land. We get to play first. All right, well, we get another shot at it. Come on, deck. If you do this to us again. If we just don't ever draw our third land with the absolute nuts in hand. Hangerbacks, Lightning Bolts, Molten Rains. Sure, we'll take the Molten Rain, which would be annoying. Pass the turn. We might actually just play and immediately sack Viscera Seer. Play Viscera Seer. Godless Shrine. You know what? We're just gonna path our Viscera Seer when our opponent goes to Lightning Bolt it. If they go to Lightning Bolt it. Yup, alright. Path our Viscera Seer. Not messing around with this. We're gonna get our lands whether our deck wants us to or not. Get a Plains to play around Blood Moon. Alright, so we should just win the game in 2 turns. We play Solemnity next turn, play Phyrexian Unlife, then we win. Vile Shrew, 8 months in a row. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. This seems like it should be like just a 10 out of 10 matchup. Play Solemnity. That shuts down Ratchet Bomb as being an out. Also shuts down Hangerback Walker, incidentally. You bought 100 Phyrexian Unlifes? That's probably not advisable. Opponent gets in with Hangerback. Well, I think we just win here. I can't imagine our opponent has an out to this. We also have the infinite life combo if we need it. Unlife. Let's see if our opponent... Some people don't realize how hard of a lock this is. Pass the turn. Ratchet Bomb. Yes! We get to watch him try! It's my favorite thing. It's my favorite when people try it. Oh, I love it so much. Just wait till the end of our turn. It's the best. It's so good. I wish I could see our opponent's face. It's so so we go to the end of our turn. Opponent's like, "Hey, I got this covered." Yes! Yes, we got him. Now they realize that it's over. It's so over. Oh, this should have been YF in game 1, 2, and the match would be over, but we just gotta win one more. Storm Breath. Yup. Sure. Bonabasses. I guess we just gain infinite life. See if that makes our opponent scoop. So infinite life, or a bunch of life. Our opponents, are they going to stick it out and make us kill them? Alright, well, we'll do this for a while. Always yield, always yield. Come on, combo. Build our own Etch Champion. Up to 22. Well, what amount of life should we go to, chat? I've been playing 3-1 split of Nimble Obstructionist in Vendilion Kick and Blueback Fairies. And Nimble Obstructionist. Yeah, Nimble Obstructionist is a great blowout card. 99, 60, 99. We got a new subscriber, if I can find their name. Wooly Wonder, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. 69, 420, 100 at least, 420. 420 is a popular, 1,000. Well, we also don't want to... run out of time. So we got to keep that in mind. Until you time out, that'll send a message. I mean, I guess this is good enough. About 34. 34 seems like a good number. We can always gain more if we want to, and we have another sack outlet, so... I mean, I think we're just done. We were auto-stacked. Opponent. Storm Breath. Yup. I mean, we will kill them eventually. There's Marsh Flats. So play Marsh Flats. I guess we just play another Unlife. Yeah, we can start beating in slowly with Aristocrat. Sacking our Finks, giving it Pro Red. It's a janky way to do it, but it's a way to do it. And we gain life along the way. Opponent passes. We draw a Path. Well, I guess we're doing the same thing. Keep sacking our Figs. Keep getting Pro Red. We will win at some point with this plan. Get Bickler, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. It's so good to see Ratchet Bombs tick up and fail. It really makes my night. That is the best part of this whole deck for no real reason. Yeah, let's duress our opponent. Ooh, Anger! Anger would have killed our Finks. I mean, we would have gained infinite life in response, but Anger isn't out. Yeah, opponent's not giving up. Mind Stone. I guess we can play our other Aristocrat to speed up our clock. I guess that makes sense. Oh, there it is. All right, we got there. Found the messenger. The last piece of the puzzle. So, play messenger. Now we just win. Sack messenger. Always yield. Oh, we did it. We got there. Yes. Yes to you. So we got to do this 6 times. This definitely speeds things up a bit. We do have to pick a color every time. I wish there was a way to automatically pick the same color. And our opponent finally scoops it up. Whoo! We got there, we got there. Why are we not playing the other Aristocrat? What Aristocrat? Let me see, Inzang. See this sweet deck. Legacy Cycle. Oh, I've wanted to try something like this. So, this deck wins. If you have a Fluctuator, you just win. So, that part's awesome. I like that aspect of it. The challenge with the deck is you got to have Fluctuator. I would also say I might want one more mana source that comes in untapped. Having only 3 Lotus Petals and having Lab Maniacs, I think maybe it's worth at least having the 4th Lotus Petal. But otherwise, yeah. I mean, if you have Fluctuator, you just win on turn 2. So that went well. I mean, I feel like this should be a super great matchup. Ooh, Mono Black Assassins. That's spicy. I want to play Assassins on Commander Clash at some point, but haven't got around to it yet. Looks fun. Scarblade Elite seems powerful. Alright, I think we just keep it the same. Run it back. Do that again. Well, Ratchet Bomb gets shut down by Solemnity. I don't know if it's necessary to... Like, what would we take out for that? I don't know if we have anything that we want to take out for it. I guess there's some risk that they just slam a Ratchet Bomb right away, but... And I think we win through Ratchet Bomb. What's up, Zandstorm? Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. I haven't noticed what? Aristocrats in Legacy. It could be possible. Pronunciation for dummies. 5 months in a row says Vis-ir-a, not Viscera. Oh my goodness. That feels like grasping at straws. Vis-ir-a, Viscera. Well, thank you for the advice, and I definitely appreciate the subscription. Big scoops here for our resubscriber. We're just going to run it back like this. I feel like this should just be a super good matchup for us. Like, we just play our combo pieces. We just win the game. Alright. This is fine. We have Thoughtseize, Viscera Seer for Scry action, and a Solemnity, which will shut down Ratchet Bomb before it could be a problem for us. And our opponent's mulliganing desperately. I don't know what they're trying to mulligan into, but I feel the chest. I feel the treasure chest. It's within reach. We're super close to moving to 3-1. Snow-covered mountain for our opponent. Well, Polluted Delta. Crack it. Oh man, we just have the infinite life combo too. Get a swamp. And lead on Thoughtseize. Make sure there's nothing scary going on. Blood Moon, Lightning Bolt, PN Karen Noir. So Lightning Bolt is... we probably just got to take Blood Moon. Let's take Blood Moon. I think that's fine. Blood Moon is potentially scary. Pass the turn. Infinite Scry combo as well. If we ever draw Phyrexian Unlife, we just win the game. Opponent drew a land, which I think is what they probably wanted. More Solemnities. Well, play Viscera Seer. Play Marsh Flats. Pass the turn. Even just this Kitchen Finks with Solemnity should be pretty good. Huh? Opponent's exiling... What is happening? They exiled a Spirit Guide to Lightning Bolt when they have mana available? Okay. I guess that is a legal Magic play. Aristocrat. I think we keep it on top, actually, for the infinite life combo. We're 2-1 right now, but I'm feeling pretty confident about this match here. Oh, maybe you can't undo that. All right, opponent gets a relic, which is actually a pretty good draw for them. That actually might make us... We'll have to see. Does that mean we should shuffle away the Aristocrat? Maybe? Since it stops the Finks combo? I guess we only need one turn for it to work. Alright, we'll keep it. Crack Marsh Flats. Get a Plains. Godless Shrine. Untapped. Get down Solemnity. Pass the turn. So if we ever get a window where our opponent taps out, then we should be able to Finks. And our opponent might just have to sack this at some point. Not yet, though. Oh, never mind. That works too. Phyrexian Unlife off the top. Good game. Oh, we got you. Sorry, Scred. You don't play out. Opponent says, LOL. Nice draws. Yes, I guess they were nice draws. Oh, yes. Well, we're in the treasure chest realm. Back up to 3-1 with Solemnity and Modern. And the deck is legit. It's like actually really good. It's really good. Whoo! I mean, Scred is an insanely good matchup for us because all we gotta do is play our combo, and they just literally can't beat it. And that's one of the revelations I've had about Solemnity. Oh, I'm sure it needs tweaks and can be improved, but I think there's something there. One of the awesome things about Solemnity that I didn't realize is it does shut down engineered explosives and ratchet bomb, which is one of the main outs some decks play to stuff like this. Like if Scred needs to kill Ensnaring Bridge or something, that's what they're going to play. And some of the Tron decks, Eldrazi decks, lean on that as well. So it naturally protects itself in a really weird way. Let me see the mono blue deck. I think my favorite Ween album, Whalinator, is Chocolate and Cheese still. I know it's probably, I don't know. I know it's like their first major label, blah, 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 but that is a lot of my favorite songs on it. Or that's the album that made me first fall in love with Ween was Chocolate and Cheese. So I think I will always like it because of that. Can I get out of here, Moto? All right, we're back. Let me see, Dapper Turtle. All right, let's look at these decks, then we'll do a quick 30-second break. Come back for round 5, and we already got at least one treasure chest locked in, maybe more to come. Smothering Locust. Ooh. So this is like an Aristocrats combo. That deck looks crazy. It looks like a really sweet Against the Odds style deck. You can draw your whole deck, Laboratory Maniac. Super spicy. I'd have to play with it to really get a feel for it, but it looks really, really interesting. And then, what was the other deck? Oh, Mono Blue Fairies. So card draw for Mono Blue Fairies. I would probably just play like Serum Visions or something would be the easiest thing to do. Maybe go down like Fairy Imposter, Unsummon, maybe like a Quickling, something like that, and play Serum Visions. It's not really card advantage, but it will help you make sure you have what you need. Lingering Souls, so many deck lists coming in. Budgetron. Budgetron looks pretty sweet. It looks pretty budget. Emrakul the Promised End. That's interesting. And Spooky Ghost Vehicles. Oh, okay. I like the white splash. Lingering Souls seems really good. Aetherios is interesting as well. All right, let's do our break so we can get back, crush this 5th round. We've been talking too long. So 30 seconds. And we're back. So, waiting for round 5 to start. See if we can close out with a 4-1. I don't mind looking at decks during a break now and then. I think it's nice to be able to check out everyone else's decks. I mean, we obviously can't just spend, I don't know, a half hour going through deck lists, but I think it's fun to take a peek at them every now and then. Especially, like, right now, waiting for Moto to do its thing. Ooh, Black-White Crested Sunmare. I think Crested Sunmare is one of the most underrated cards in Hour of Devastation. We lost a really close 3-game match to Eldrazi Tron in Game 1. We got the natural turn 3 Tron in Game 3, which really got us. Storm is the main thing. Also good against Living End, good against random, like, eggs combo decks. There's weird not tier 1 decks that it's also very good against. But the main target is Storm. And it's good because we can tutor it up with our Zur, is the other big thing. Alright, let's refresh the queue, see if this gets us into a match. Yeah, there's a lot of things, random things that it hits on. Good old Solemnity. Torment of Hailfire. That's a super spicy idea. Very unique. Not super keen on Torment of Hailfire in Standard, but we lost to Eldrazi Tron in a really close 3-game match. Alright, so I mean, matchup dependent, but we got the lock in hand. Even if we don't win with the lock, we have Geralf's Messenger, so we're a sack outlet away from infinite draining. So this is basically how we would draw up our hands. Something like this, in the dark, not knowing the matchup. This is basically what we want. Shambling Event for our opponent. Watch it be the Solemnity Mirror. What are the chances? Inquisition. Oh, alright. Abzan. Well, I think we take Abrupt Decay. Or do we? Abrupt Decay kills our combo pieces. Yeah, take Abrupt Decay. I think we can fight our way through a Tarmogoyf. Pass the turn. Opponent, his Inkwagmire. Did they draw discard? No, opponent passes. Well, play Shambling Vent. Pass the turn. So we can start locking stuff in next turn. Alright, it's the bad Liliana. Liliana the last hope, so it's not going to make us discard. Hey, thanks for the host, Tom. No, this looks like pretty straightforward Abzan. Does our opponent play Liliana, or do they play the Goyf? Man, it would be awesome if we just drew Viscera here and combo killed. I think that's our best draw now. So our opponent does have some number of outs in the Abrupt Decays, maybe Maelstrom Pulse. Or, no, Liliana the Last Hope's very good, but it's not very good against us right here. Liliana the Veil would be much scarier because it could actually make us discard. Ooh, Zur, eh? Well, Marsh Flats. Crack it. Grab a Watery Grave. Untapped. And just get down Solemnity. Pass the turn. Yeah, we got down our Solemnity. It's not the hard lock because of Abrupt Decay. Opponent gets in with the Goyf. So down to 14. And, ooh, Siege Rhino. What do we do now? I don't think we can die next turn. Messenger. Zur would be really good, but that's risky. The safest play is just to unlife and hope. Yeah, probably unlife is safest because we know they have discard in their deck. And now we hope they don't draw an Abrupt Decay too quickly. Or that we just draw a sack outlet. If we draw Viscera Seer, we should be able to just win next turn. If we draw our aristocrat will need another turn. Opponent gets in. Down to 4. Another rhino. Down to 1. Well, if they can kill our combo pieces here, we probably lose. So, play... Are we dead if they kill our combo pieces anyway? Yes. Alright, since we're dead anyway, we're just going to play Messenger. If they drew an Abrupt Decay or a Maelstrom Pulse, then they got us. If they don't, we just Cartel Aristocrat and hopefully win next turn. Oh, thank you, Ixidor Dreams. Tap land. Well, that's not death of us. Path. All right. That's actually okay though. As weird as that sounds. Because now we gain infinite life, which is still pretty good. Assuming they don't have a removal spell, but we know one card is they're tapping out. Woo! All right, we got there. We got there. I mean, this doesn't directly win us the game, but it good enough. Play Cartel Aristocrat. We will play our Kitchen Finks. This time we actually are going to have to gain a ton of life. I mean, it's as infinite as you can get on Moto. So, sit back, enjoy. We're going to have to do this. Yes, our opponent scoops it up. Sweet. Thank you, opponent, for not making us go through all that. Solemnity. It's the real deal. So, yep. Good try, Abzan. I definitely appreciate the opponent scooping. They could have made us spend a ton of time gaining life. And technically on Moto, you can't just say like, oh, 10,000 life. So definitely appreciate the scoop there. I'm going to tell our opponent that. So Abzan sideboarding. And it looks like we will be able to sneak in some Momir after our Solemnity Massacre. Jund Elves. Magus of the Moon, Abrupt Decay. Looks good. I like Magus of the Moon. That's an interesting addition, especially since you can Chord and Collected Company for it. What do you think of As Foretold with the no untap spells? It's interesting, I guess. I don't know if any of them are powerful enough to really build a whole deck around, but if you can slot the synergy into a deck, it could be good. So what do we have in the sideboard for this? Anything? Not really? PKPZX, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. You could splash Blue and Bird. I mean, it would be nice if there were easier ways to combo off, but yeah, we don't know what other answers they have, though. They probably have more. Lustful of Hugs and Shelamala, welcome you both to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for a new subscriber. Yeah, saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com is how you can email me. Are we just going to run it back? Is that what we're doing? Pass, push. Maybe Nevermore? Nevermore on Abrupt Decay? We can tutor it out with Zur. Stony Silence, negate Glenalendra. Glenalendra might not be the worst. Where do we make room for it, though? You know what? Let's just run it like that with the Nevermore. A little cheeky. At this rate, the kids will be eating well tonight. Well, if we can get one more win, a little cheeky, kids will definitely be eating well. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. I think this is our third Zero Lander we've had this league. We're good at getting those. Let's mulligan. All right. I guess this is fine-ish. We'll keep land number 3. We're going to need land number 3. All right, opponent has Leyline, which is good at shutting down our infinite combo. That is a little annoying. Our hand's okay, though. We can potentially beat this deck without going infinite. It's going to be more challenging, that's for sure. Polluted Delta, crack Polluted Delta. I think Leave to Chance is probably worth splashing. It's at least worth trying. I definitely plan on trying Leave to Chance in the Reservoir deck. Double Ooze and Lingering Souls. You can email me at saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com. Vil Andon, welcome back to the Fishbowl. 4 months in a row says, keep up the jank. Well, keep up the subscriptions, and welcome back to the Fishbowl. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. I guess we just take Ooze for now? I guess? So our lock isn't completely hard here. Can we play Gift Storm? We've played it before, but I'm sure we could play it again at some point. Good luck at your PTQ, Scorch Kid. PPTQ. We have one D-Sphere in our sideboard. There's a Messenger. Unfortunately, this Leyline is kind of messing up our plans. Maybe should have brought in the D-Sphere for that. Let's Inquisition. Take Lingering Souls. Play Polluted Delta. Pass the turn. So I guess we can... I don't know what we're doing here. DWS Echo, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Is it possible to make Scred blue-red? Yeah, I mean, I think it's possible. And Standard Burn, I think that's something that could happen on Budget Magic sooner or later. I think we'll get to wrap up with a game of Momir Super Grex. Looking like it. Hopeful. Hopefully, well, definitely a treasure chest opening. At least a treasure chest. If we win this one, even more. Opponent gets in. Starts eating stuff. I really want to get blue mana with this. Yeah, maybe it doesn't matter. Let's crack Polluted Delta. Get a Godless Shrine. Untapped. And Path the Ooze. Yeah, this Leyline is a problem. I have to bring in Detention Sphere next game. There's Lingering Souls. Well, we got the lock. The lock buys us time at least. Marsh Flats, crack Marsh Flats. Grab a Swamp. Play Phyrexian Unlife. The problem is we know our opponent will draw their Abrupt Decay sooner or later, so we do have to kill our opponent. We can't just rely on the lock. Heartwood MDG, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Hey, opponent finds a Thoughtseize. So they can take the Solemnity. Or maybe they take the Messenger. Yep, take Solemnity. Ah, this Leyline. Gets in with Quagmire. I mean, Unlife buys us a bit of time, but we don't have enough pressure to win, especially with the Leyline out. Well, Creeping Tar Pit is another threat, sort of. Play Messenger. Drain our opponent. Down to 16. Play Tar Pit. Pass the turn. I think Freeing Sanity will definitely be tried in mill decks. I plan on trying it. So, Lost Oremancers, I tried that when I was first building this deck. The problem is, we want our tutors to find Solemnity, and Lost Oremancers only tutors after we already have a Solemnity. So I found out it was actually not very good in this deck. I think if you're playing a really heavy enchantment deck, where you're playing Spheres of Safeties and more like a Enchantress Prison deck, then I think that Lost Oremancers can be good. But in this build, where we just have the 2 enchantments, I don't think it's very good. Yeah, Zur would be a very good draw. Then we could start stacking up our combo pieces. Down to 5. Opponent passes. Well, I guess we get in with Drolf's Messenger. Go on the jank race. So our opponent hits us to 1, which means it's... the last card's a path. Okay, well, that gets a land out of our deck. We'll grab a Plains, I think. Play Watery Grave for Creeping Tar Pit. Pass the turn. Well, I mean, let's see. Our opponent's out of cards. Do you think it's great to play Turbo Fog in Standard now? Are there some cards from HOU that would make the deck better? Nationals in September. So, I think that Turbo Fog is pretty good in Standard right now, but I don't think it especially got much from Hour of Devastation. Slightly changed from the Against the Odds deck, Exploiter, but very close. We have more Zers mostly and a Collective Brutality, but it's very similar. Here comes Quagmire. So we don't have that long to draw something. Solemnity would be good. Zur would be great. There's a Goyf. Yikes. I don't know if Cartel Aristocrat's going to do it here. So we can get in. The good news is we still only go to negative here. So we still have a tiny bit of time to draw something. It's going well, Hard. I don't know if we're going to win this one, but it has been going very well. Opponent gets in, hits us to 0. Kitchen Finks would actually be awesome. Kitchen Finks would buy us a whole extra turn. Opponent, Liliana of the Veil. Yep, there goes our Aristocrat. Come on, deck. Oh! Okay. That's a draw. I mean, that gives us hope. That gives us hope. Messenger is just a better card than Red Cap, and I want the deck to be able to win without Solemnity, so that's the main reason to go that direction. I mean, this isn't guaranteed, because our opponent has a case. Grim Flayer. That is troubling, because it lets our opponent scry for answers, so we'd really like to find a good draw here. Ooh, that is a good draw. So Collective Brutality, kill Grim Flayer. Oh man, so the question, do we Tar Pit to kill Liliana, or do we... I mean, I think we just got to try to kill our opponent. Because if they ever draw an Abrupt Decay effect, we lose. So I think we just have to go pedal to the metal, try to kill our opponent as fast as possible. Because Liliana is not going to ultimate before... for several turns. So I think we have to try to kill our opponent. We can kill our opponent with Tar Pit before they can ultimate Liliana. Wintermaster, back in time for some chess. I hope so, Wintermaster. 9 months in a row, welcome back to the Fishbowl. It's a land, all right. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer for our resubscriber. Unlife. Oh, man. Oh, now it's so hard. If they kill Solemnity, we don't just immediately die, though. So do we just tar pit race? Are we still on that plan? All right. I mean, yeah. I mean, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Hope our opponent doesn't draw anything. 2 turns from now, our opponent's dead. Let's see what they draw. It's a land. One more draw step. Only one more draw step. We gotta fade one more. Fade one more and the tar pit gets the job done. Opponent passes. Visira Seer is fine. Play tar pit. Hit our opponent. This is it. This is it. Opponent has 1 turn to draw the answer. They can kill us if they draw Abrupt Decay, if they can kill our tar pit, if they find a Siege Rhino, it buys them time. Come on, 1 more turn. Fade it. Fade it. Did we get it? And our opponent scoops it up. Woo! Solemnity. We got there. We got there. Cruise through our competitive Modern League. And if you've been here since the beginning, we lost 1-2 against Tron in the first round, and we were super close. Like, if you watch the entire league, we were super close to the 5-0. It was right there. So the deck is super exciting. I love this deck. I'm super excited about the deck. It's good. I mean, one of the things people said with Against Odds, like, oh, you didn't run into that many tier matchups, or it wasn't a competitive league. Well, we cruised through a competitive league with Solemnity, 4-1, and super close to the 5-0. So let's just wrap up the deck. We'll open up our treasure chest. Then we can close up with a game of Momir. But I love the deck. If you're interested in it, give it a shot. The kids are definitely eating tonight. So, Tron is one of our weaker matchups, although we have a lot of sideboard stuff for it, and we can just combo kill them on turn 4, which wins us the game. But the lock plan is not great against Tron. Better against Eldrazi Tron, but against traditional Tron, it's a little worse. So, yeah, I mean, the deck's solid. I like our changes. I like having more Zers in the deck. I'm interested in even going up another Collective Brutality. I think the sideboard can probably still use some more work, but overall, we got a lot of free wins. We were able to beat a lot of tier decks. Came in with a 4-1. Just, we can't really complain. It was great. It was super great. So, yeah, let's crack open our chests, and then we can wrap things up with a game of Momir. So we got 8 to open tonight. Our reward for crushing it with Solemnity. So, yeah, hopefully our luck continues after a sweet run with Solemnity. Where are... Oh, okay, there we go. The main changes that were made were changing around the discard and removal a little bit for 2 more Zers and Collective Brutality. But all right, chest number 1 of 8. Come on, luck. All right, 40 play points. Not bad. That's worth more than the typical chest. Brazen Wolves, Dramatic Reversal. So not a flashy open, but we'll take it. Good value. Chest number 2 of 8. Huh? Tivadar of Thorn. 3 mana, 2/2, first strike, pro red. When it enters battlefield, destroy a goblin. So if you want to stick it to your friend's goblin deck. Blinding Mummy, not a bad common, not valuable, and Drag Under. So that's a loser. Chest number 3, we get Moto. Hello. What's up, Moto? Oh, did I not click it? Uh-oh. Did we break Moto? It's not opening our chests. That's disappointing. Okay. I've never had this happen before. I'm not misclicking, right? Alright, well, I guess I gotta restart Moto. We have a new subscriber, Nokidi Smith. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Alright, 1 second. I'll be right back. Gonna reload Moto so we can crack these chests. I'm still here, but... yeah. Alright, Moto, restarting. Hopefully they're not all open. That would be really depressing. If they opened while we couldn't see it, and then we don't know what we got, and would have to dig through my 60,000 cards to find what cards we actually opened. That would not be fun. Is Moto like down? It's loading super slowly. Oh, Moto. Always a challenge. Actually, honestly, Moto's not as bad as people make it out to be, as far as having issues, but it is every once in a while. Almost back, almost back. Alright, Moto's back. Well, coming back. I'm back. Moto's loading. So we still got more chests to open if Moto loads. Moto. Alright, now Magic Online is loading. I love Jank would be a good password. That's not what it is, but... yeah, Moto is incredibly slow right now. So it's not just me, it's Moto. Moto's, yeah, Solemnity. Can't handle the awesomeness of Solemnity. Alright, let's see if that'll let us go to our collection. Well, we'll have to see. If Moto's like this, I don't know if we'll be able to play Momir tonight if it doesn't improve. So Leagues, you go to the play lobby, and there's a tab that says Leagues, and you go to that. Modern Vengevine. Ooh, Hakan, or Hakan. I like it. It looks pretty solid. Wait, let me check Twitter. Maybe this is a known thing that's happening on Moto. Maybe Solemnity really ruined it. We have a new subscriber, Carlos Danger, 7916. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Moto. Is it just me? Well, this is disappointing. I really wanted to open these treasure chests. I already restarted once. Alright, well, I guess we'll restart one more time. I don't think it's my internet because the stream is functioning, and if my internet was not working, the stream wouldn't be functioning. I wouldn't think. Alright. Try this one more time, Moto. Yeah, the kids are hungry, Moto. Come on. Now, it looks like it's working a little bit faster this time. maybe. The stream, so, yeah, I guess we can do the reminders now. So, of course, the replay YouTube, where you can find all the old streams, including this one, and it should be up tomorrow morning-ish. And then, or afternoon maybe, sometime tomorrow. And then, YouTube channel, where you can find all the sweet series. Commander Clash coming out this weekend, super awesome budget magic, and the merch page, where you can support the stream and the channel and the site by picking up some tokens or t-shirts or playmats. Alright, well, it looks like it's kind of maybe working-ish now. Our chests, alright, our chests are still there. Let's try this again. Six chests to go. So far, play points and not much else. So, chest number 3 of 8 actually opens, and 20 play points, not a great amount of play points, renegade tactics, tragic lessons, all right. Chest number 4, no, wizards. Why is Stronghold Gambit? That's not a modern legal rare, so that's on the curated list. Maybe this is surprisingly expensive and I don't know it, but if this isn't surprisingly expensive, I'm gonna riot. Oh, jeez. It's $8? This thing is $8? Each player chooses a card in his or her hand. Then each player reveals his or her chosen card. The owner of each creature card revealed this way with the lowest converted mana cost puts it on the battlefield. What is this played in? This is played in Legacy? I didn't even know this was a card. All right, well, good chest, actually. $8 is actually pretty good, so we'll take it. Oh, so if your opponent doesn't have any creatures in hand, then you get to put it into play. I guess that makes sense. If your opponent has 0 creatures, then you can put an Emrakul into play. Yeah, all right. Well, 4 more chests to go. Halfway done. Got one good open. Mimic Vat, really powerful fun card, not expensive. Defiant Great Maw, the Hippo, and a High Tide Hermit. All right, 3 to go. Come on. We need a port. We need a Liliana. Or we need 20 play points and an ally encampment. Sure, Wizards. Okay, 20 play points, so we've got 80 play points. 2 more to go. Come on, a couple last chances for something sweet. 20 play points. The trend continues. Well, we've got a lot of play points. Last one. Last chest. Come on. This has got to be the good one. The Port, the Black Lotus. 10 play points. Oh. Well, those were some pretty sad chests. We opened mono play points. I think I have a lot of play points now, though. 736. That's not bad. A draft is like 120. So we have a pretty good play point stockpile. So I guess we'll take that. And we got the one $8 thing. So I mean, we ended up good. We did well with our league. Yeah, it could have been 6 play points. I gotta email them. An odd number of play points is pretty awkward. You can't do anything with them. All right, so I think it's time. We crushed our league. We opened our chests. They were medium, I guess, but we get to play a game of Momir to wrap things up tonight. So let's pull up the Momir list. Wait, that's not the Momir list. So who do we have? Scratch is on the top of the list. The bests in .jpg, Niken, Nikomori, Fearless Joe, Livingstone, Fried Lambs, Etika, Damnation, Sin Cost. The deck is awesome. Nicole Bolas, 1818, Paradox Whispers, Solarisy, Hell Inclination, Pofrick, Joel, The Metal Michael, Count Black, Baruski. Anyone? Anyone on the official list want to play? If not, we'll have to pull up the Momir Overflow. Fearless Joe passing. So if your name was called and you're on the Momir list, just let me know. Otherwise, I don't even know if I know how to pull up Overflow. All right, since no one shouted out yet, moving down to Apes of Wrath. Mr. T-Vigs, Assassin, Zero Quani, Mirkin, Nihilorum, my Dixie, Wanderer, I am the Evil One, Digglewrath, Doom Squad, City 81, Comic something, Counter Cleric, Hardwood MDG. Anyone? Anyone? Hardwood MDG. All right, Hardwood. No one else has shouted it out, so get on Magic Online, send me a challenge, Saffron Olive, and I will accept. So we have our Momir challenger, Hardwood. I'm going to pull up the Momir lay. Will I ever do a 24-hour stream? I don't know. I don't know. It's not impossible, but I'm not really stoked about it. Wait. Alright. Send me the challenge. I think we're just gonna... Alright. Is this the person? Alright, it is. Alright, so it's Momir time. The randomest format. I should update to let everyone know so they don't think we're still crushing people in Modern with our super sweet Solemnity deck. So Solemnity, I'm really happy. I want to keep playing this deck. I'm super excited when everything works out. So Momir is one of the randomest formats. Hang on, just updating. We have a new subscriber, Yoshi Stomper. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Alright, so I guess we're going to do Lottery for this game, where you can only make 7 drops. So, Momir, your deck is all lands. And then, each turn, you can discard a card and pay X, and you get a random creature of that converted mana cost. So, in this game, I guess it's going to be all 7 drops. Because it's kind of like a variation of Momir that was, I think, made by Loading Ready Run. I think made this variation. So one of the most devastating things you can get in Momir is... One of the most devastating things you can get is Phage, which loses you the game right away. So if you go only 7 drops, there's always this small chance that someone just randomly loses to Phage. 5-color Dredge Reanimator. Do I play for fun? Not on videos. I do. I used to play a ton for fun before I was making videos, and now a lot of that time goes into making videos, but I still do play for fun. Random League here and there, or Limited. I got in a few Vintage Cubes while they were up. Not a ton. I think maybe 4 or 5 Vintage Cubes over the few weeks it was up. So I still play for fun. I don't play Momir much at this point for fun. I don't know about the only attack with 7 creatures. I've never liked that rule. It seems a little... It makes just a really weird game. But maybe. If that's... maybe we'll do it that way. Alright, we're up to 7 mana. Which means we get to start making creatures. Hopefully, it's something sweet. 7 drops are not that great in Momir. There's powerful ones, but there's a lot of really bad ones as well. 5-color Dredge Reanimator. That's a pretty spicy deck. Shivan Hellkite. 5/5. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Can just shoot things down. Opponent gets to make a 7-drop. And Zombie Brute, not very good. Yeah, we'll have to clean up the Momir list at some point. Just because it's getting so long, but... don't worry about it right now. Someday. Alright, 7-drop. Oak Gnarl Warrior. Okay. So I guess I'm not supposed to attack then? Is that the idea? You gotta have 7 creatures before you can attack? Oh boy. I don't know about this flottery thing. I'm kind of hoping I hit a phage. Such a weird idea. I'm never gonna hit a phage anyway. It's never happened. Probably never will. There are some good 7-drops. Shivan Hellkite's okay. Opponent gets a Seraph. 4/4 flying. When a creature dies, put that card into the battlefield under your control, beginning your next end step. Sacrifice that creature when you lose control of Seraph. Okay. Not very good, because these are all tokens, so you don't actually get the creatures. Might as well play the land so we can activate Shivan Hellkite at some point and start pinging our opponent. That's probably cheating by flottery rules, but eh. Alright, make a 7-drop. Silent Sentinels. Okay. Well, I guess we pass. Up to 3 creatures. I guess we're shooting for 7 creatures to be able to attack. Hey, have fun, Capsep. Thanks for hanging out. I mean, tokens do die, but they can't return to the battlefield because they're not actually cards. So there is dying, but they can't come back. I didn't hear that. Why would that be cheating? I'm not attacking. See, I don't... So now our opponent gets Surek Endbringer, which I guess means we just lose? Because we never will have 7 creatures? Huh. Okay. Well, I guess we could hit... There's nothing at 7 mana. Yeah, I guess we could hit Avenger of Zendikar. I think we'll finish out Flottery for this one and see if anyone hits a phage. Hitting a phage would be pretty sweet. Yeah, I think that technically, if you can't attack without 7 creatures, then a removal creature is pretty good. We'll keep making 7-drops. Come on, Avenger. Arcbound Lancer. All right. Well, I mean, we can't really attack anyway, even if we wanted to. Yeah, this is a variant, I think, of Momir that is trying to get people to hit phage. Well, I can't really attack here anyway, even if I wanted to, because our opponent would just kill our stuff. I mean, I guess I could attack with this thing, maybe. Opponent, Phyrexian Colossus. Yeah, maybe you can't use any abilities either. I don't know. Oh, you can't use any abilities or anything. I see. I guess that makes more sense. So you just do nothing until you hit 7 creatures, then you play normally? I assume that once you get to 7 creatures, then you can play normally for the with your creatures for the rest of the game. Flesh Pulper Giant. All right, well, we're almost to 7 creatures. I guess our opponent just dies to their own Endbringer. I wonder how many 7-drops there are. I think the problem with this variant is the odds of hitting phage are probably pretty slim. Opponent. Ooh, Sheoldred. Oh my god. Sheoldred's very good. I guess there are good 7-drops. Removal-y 7-drops. Whew. Yeah, I think we'll do normal for game 2. But we might as well finish this off because we're about to lose anyway to Shieldred and Surik Endbringer. And someone could still hit a Phage. It's still possible. So we'll just sack Flesh Pulper Giant. Yeah, so the odds are still not very great of hitting a Phage, actually. Minion of Teviset. We tried a homemade zero drop variant, and that was really bad. I don't remember what it was. I think we had to like zero drop until we hit a Dryad Arbor, and then you could play normally, and it was a disaster. Angel of Serenity. Yeah, that would be a good one. That would probably be our best hit. Yeah, we opened the chests, and they were pretty disappointing. We got one 8-tick card that I didn't even know was a real card. And a lot of play points. I think out of our 8 chests, 6 were play points as the rares. And we'll just sack that thing since it's not going to do anything good for us anyway. All right, come on. Good thing. More zombie brutes. All right. Pass the dirt. Well, I think our opponent gets to 7 creatures and just gets to kill us this turn, I'm pretty sure. Unless they hit a Phage. So I think that's our last hope, is our opponent has to hit a Phage this turn, or they got us. Yeah, I guess that's also true, Andy. Or our opponent can hit the Phage. We have a new subscriber, Exodus Axel 84. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Alright. Not a Phage. Well, we'll make one more 7-drop, and then I think we're just gonna scoop. I don't think we can beat this board making 7-drops. Yes, the only 7 thing is just a weird, a variant, I guess. Opponent's gonna sack their lands. I guess that makes sense if you're only making 7 drops. You might as well. And kills itself. Okay. I wonder if that was a mistake. Oh, yeah, opponent says oops. Gets in with Shieldred. Well, we'll take one more turn, and then we're just going to concede. And then we'll play normally for game 2. Opponent gets in. And yeah, we have an ability to. Opponent hits us. You're supposed to attack with all creatures? This variant is very interesting. Well, we're gonna make one more creature. Then if we don't hit something, I think we're going to just concede. Normal game incoming. We'll get one more shot. We'll get one more shot at hitting a Phage. Or hitting something that wrecks our opponent. I got to make a 7-drop here, but then we'll just play normally. We'll just play normally next game. So, last chance at a Phage in this game. Or, like, something that wins us the game. Goblin Dynamo is neither. All right. Our opponent is going to win from there, so let's scoop it up, and now we'll just do a normal game of Momir here for game 2. Philottery is a really interesting idea, but I don't know. I don't know if it's for me. There's a lot of rules on it. I like seeing all the different creatures at all the different converted mana costs. That's like part of the fun for me, I think, is exploring and finding weird new cards. And only seeing 7 drops is less appealing for me. All right, so Swampco. So this time, we're going to play regular Momir. Hey, see you, King Sam. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be back on Tuesday will be the next stream. Tuesday, 7 Eastern. All right, so we get to make a 2-drop. Let's see if we can get a Mana Dork. Would be good. No, not 0 drops only. That was a nightmare. You thought that Philottery was weird, the 7-drop one. Whoo, 0 drops is weird and not especially fun. Rite of Precinct 6. Just a 1/1 for 1. No creature cards to go in the graveyard. Oh, man. So, the Commander Clash coming out tomorrow, it is super sweet. So, you're not going to want to miss it. It is... We get to play with the new gods from Amonkhet, and it's one of the most interesting... Hey, it's Stu! 5 months in a row says, Stu should make Pauper videos. You probably should, Stu. That does seem like a thing that should happen. That makes sense, Steel Wolf. Probably if you have multiple people... I could see that. If it was like Commander Clash and you had multiple people talking... Then Philottery would probably make a lot more sense. That's a good call. Commander Clash, assuming all goes well with... Ooh, Jaya Ballard. Hopefully we don't get any blue stuff. If all goes well, and it gets edited and everything, usually goes up at 11 Eastern Time. So that's the target. Tomer does the editing for Commander Clash. Gravedigger. Man, we're playing Mono Black Zombies in Momir. Philottery is basically a Momir variant where you can only make 7 drops, and there's a lot of other strange additional rules. Voracious Cobra for our opponent. And passes? Yeah, we are getting all the graveyard synergies. For some reason, we haven't drawn any mountains, which is weird because we have a ton of mountains in this deck. Scapulix, technically not a zombie. When it deals combat damage to a player... Oh! Oh! This might win the game! When Scapulix deals damage to a player, that player exiles the top 4 cards of his or her library. If they share a name, repeat the process. So can this just exile our opponent's... There's only 5 different card names in the deck, so the chances for double hits are really good. So is this just like actual game over? Does it repeat the process again and again? Or just one time? Opponent's going to get in. Well, we'll take your Voracious Cobra hit. I've never seen this thing in Momir before. Gold border and everything. Oh, that's the joy of Momir. You find such weird things. Well, we're just going for it. Let's attack. See what happens. See if this just actually does what I hope it does. So we exile top 4. Oh, so close. We exiled 36. 36 is good, but that means 12 more for the milling kill. That was still pretty sweet. Lots of double hits. Ooh, and a Soul of Ravnica. I wish I had played an island or two now. So I guess our opponent can kill the Scapelex, but it's kind of painful. They have to discard a card and spend part of their turn. Or they can just try to hit a flyer. Not a flyer. All right, Scapelex. You don't got to do that much, Scapelex. You can do it. Scapelexus, I guess. All right. Go to combat. Get in. Maybe? Possibly? We only need 3 hits. Yes? Yes? Yes! We got there! We got the million kill. Oh, sweet. Well, on to game 3. Scapelexus. Normally, I don't play islands because they're often detrimental. That was a unique kill. I've never had that kill in Momir before. There are some crazy weird cards that just absolutely dominate the game in Momir. Mountain Go. Opponent. 2-drop. Is... Nether Trader. Ugh, that's hasty and annoying. Average Toaster, 9 months in a row. Glad I managed to log on in time for the million kill. Well, I'm glad you did too, and thank you for the subscription. Big scoops here for our re-subscriber. Let's pitch a forest. Make a 2-drop. Me and my friend are thinking of doing Paper Momir by proxying every creature. Do you include... Ooh, Skin Sifter. So close to being playable, at least in, like, budget decks. So, personally, if I was going to play Paper Momir, I would curate a list of creatures, because I think every creature would be super hard. So I would do a curated list. But if I was going to do every card, I probably would not include unsets. You could. There's nothing wrong with it if you want to. But I probably wouldn't. Well, we got to skip a drop, so we might as well just Rhino up this Skin Sifter. And get in for 4. Oh, actually, we don't even have to skip a drop, do we? All right. Well, we'll make another true drop then. We're on the draw, so we only have to skip 1 drop. Dark Heart Sliver. Yeah. Momir and Paper with Planeswalkers is interesting. I am very far from a programmer, Jace Kenny. Thankfully, Richard is super awesome at that. So, Richard does all the programming stuff. I've taught myself the very, very basics, but not... No, I am not. I'm very far from that. Scapelexus is easier to say, apparently. Oh, Desecration Demon. Oh, that is a problem. It is huge. It is flying. It's going to eat our board. Well, we need a really good 4-drop here. Like Nagoa Bound by Honor. Just a hill giant with some upside. No sacrifice. Pass the turn. We could do 4 damage, but we'd have to sack our Sliver to tap the Desecration Demon. There's a mountain for our opponent. Richard does Goldfish full time. He does all the site programming, all that kind of stuff. Also, like, some of the content does Goat Magic. We actually just recorded a Goat Magic. I know it's been a little while, but we got a Goat Magic that we recorded today, so we'll have another Goat Magic coming up here in a bit. And we'll have another This or That. A This or That I'm actually really excited for. The topic is going to be sweet and kind of timely. So, you're going to have some of the Once in a While series making a reappearance. It's hard to do the extra stuff during spoiler season because we have all those extra spoiler videos and set review videos and stuff. So, now that we're kind of moving out of spoiler season, we'll be able to get back on track with some of the extra video series. So, what do you think of this as... Hey, thank you, Angry Cow. I'll have to pass it along. I'm very hyped for Season 7 of Game of Thrones. I actually just rewatched over the past, like, month or so. I rewatched the first seasons. I know nothing about Ifro, or if he even is leaving Channel Fireball. I saw the tweet that people were talking about. I saw the initial tweet and people talking about it on Reddit, but I have no idea. I don't even know if that's a real thing or if it's some sort of just, like, trolley thing, so I don't know. Playing Mountains and Swamps helps avoid some of the other land walk abilities. Let's sack, well, I guess we don't have to sack here. No sack. Bona gets in. Well, we're getting close to dead. What do I do when I'm not working? Well, there's not a whole lot of time that I'm not working. Thankfully, my working is playing Magic and writing about Magic, which doesn't often feel like working. But, no, normal stuff. Hang out with friends and family. Play a little basketball now and then. Play music now and then. Nothing, too exciting or interesting. Should they make more Vanguards on Moto? I mean, I'd be fine with that. I don't know how popular, apart from Momir, not Moto. Apart from Momir, I don't know if any of them are all that popular. I think we're getting pretty close to being dead. So we can get in with this. We gotta start sacking to Desecration Demon every turn, so we're just gonna have to hit a bomb for any of this to really matter. Pass the turn. Have I played Ultimate Frisbee? Not in a long time. I think Game of Thrones starts this weekend, or this week. There is a Momir for spells, but it's not actually very heavily played. But it's Mojo Stow, something like that. But there is a spell Momir. I haven't been writing too much music lately, no. Opponent gets in. Down to 6. Yeah, I got the HBO subscription again like a month ago to rewatch the old episodes. Kami of the Honor Dead. They also have some good documentaries on HBO. Interesting documentaries. Play a mountain. Well, maybe this is finally a phage. Ooh, a Tarka World Render. I don't know if that's enough. Pass the turn. I think we're just going to get Desecration Demoned. So I think we get one more turn to hit like a Platinum Empyrean or Bounce Kraken. Okay, computer's good. Jace. I haven't listened to it in a while, but I like it. All right, Zakar Samurai. So we live this turn. Is there a way we can... A hasty dragon might let us kill our opponent? Opponent gets in. I don't know what hasty dragon we'd hit at 8. Opponent gets in. Well, we gotta block Green Warden. Alright, I'll try to take a look at the list in a bit. Assassination. So, down to 5. Well, this is it. We get 1 spin at something to win the game. So, there's an interesting twist with the 4th deck. It's the 3 gods and something flavorful. But I will tell you, it's not the other legends from the set. Oh, no. That cuts out a lot of our outs. Luckily, our opponent did not play that pre-combat, because that would have killed us if they hit that pre-combat. So, yes, it's not the legends, though, because the 4 non-god legends are going to be the next episode. There'll be 2 Amonkhet episodes. Come on, Tunneler Worm. Nope. Good game, Pollock Star. Good game, good game. Yes. I think you guessed it, Super Grexa. It's the 3 Amonkhet gods, or Hour of Devastation gods, versus Nicol Bolas. So it's a Nicol Bolas themed deck, of course. You gotta use the original Nicol Bolas as the commander, because, you can't use a Planeswalker as the commander. But, yes, it is the gods versus Nicol Bolas, or gods and Nicol Bolas. Not really verse, because it's not archenemy or anything like that, but... yeah, so it's a really sweet commander game. It turned out to be just a really fun, really interesting game. The gods get shown off really well, so you get to see what the new cards are all about. So definitely recommend that one, because it's going to be sweet. Plus, we get to play Soul Ring again, because it's legal, and they fixed the ban issue on Moto, so that's pretty sweet as well. Momir is free to play, but... you have to have the Momir avatar. Because the deck is all lands, those are free, but the Momir avatar is usually around $10. But once you have the Momir avatar, you just put whatever free lands you have in your deck, and you can play unlimited Momir games. But I think that's going to wrap it up for tonight. So we crush it with Solemnity. Super excited to see that the deck actually performed well in a competitive league, and we went 4-1, super close to the 5-0. So, very impressive Solemnity performance. I plan on working on and playing with the deck more. Treasure Chest, not that exciting. Momir, fun like always. So that wraps it up, everyone. Yeah, like I said, check out Commander Clash over the weekend. Super exciting. Budget Magic for Monday. Also, very excited for that one. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. You all are awesome. Thanks for the subs and the donations. So, have a great weekend. Definitely appreciate it, and I will see you on Tuesday for another one.